All right, we are recording now.
Cool.
Hi, my name's Renee,
And I'm Casper.
and welcome to the first episode of Two Bros, 5 feet apart, doing a podcast.
Hello and welcome.
We're not 5 feet apart. I don't think we are.
This definitely isn't 5 feet apart now.
I was gonna bring a ruler to measure out if we were to measure it out that we were actually 5 feet apart.
Does this look 5 feet to you? No.
You might have 5 feet arm length.
I mean, we want to be 5 feet apart to make sure that we're not gay, but we don't care about COVID.
That's true.
I even wore socks, but I am.
So Casper, how's your day been? To get the first episode going, how's your day been?
Boring. I've done nothing but like clean all day in preparation of this. I also woke up at like 3:30, so that's fun. How was yours?
Emotional. It's been emotional. Yeah. Figured today was, I think I was just very insecure today, and that's why I was emotional. I don't know. I was really second guessing everything, all my decisions, and I needed someone to decide for me.
Like decisions like this specifically, or
Not the podcast related, but just small things, just like what I wanted to do today, or what I wanted to eat. You know.
Mm-hmm. Do you find yourself doing that a lot, second guessing decisions?
Yeah, but not as much as I did today, especially with eating. I've never done that with eating.
What'd you eat today?
I ate some spaghetti.
You always eat spaghetti. Spaghetti's like your go-to thing.
I bought it from a marketplace near here. It was $9 spaghetti. $9 spaghetti with $10 sauce.
Was it like a good amount of spaghetti?
No, it was a little bit of spaghetti.
Oh, we're not naming any names.
Honestly, stick with the cheap ones, cause it was good, but it wasn't $9 worth of spaghetti good. And the sauce, the whole dish just reminded me of high school spaghetti. Like when you go to school and the menu they had was spaghetti that day.
You got that bootleg spaghetti. Just go to Walmart, get some ragu, and you're good.
Probably would have been cheaper
It
and
probably
better.
would have been. Yeah, not that high school
Spaghetti.
that Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree would have had it better.
Got the marinara. What else were you second guessing today, though? Anything not food related,
Oh man,
or anything big recently?
anything big recently? Yeah, this podcast, the first episode of this podcast, pretty big. I honestly, this is the biggest thing I've had going for me for a while now.
Yeah, honestly, same. I don't do much, as you know. I play video games. I work. That's about it. I just want to sit here with my bud, talk about
With your
random
bro.
stuff. With my bro, talk about random stuff.
Yeah. Honestly, so glad we're doing this podcast. Hopefully someone's listening. If not, we'll have something. We'll have memories. We'll document it.
I'll listen. I'll be the first viewer. I'll sit there every time we put a video out, and I'll listen.
Thank you. No though. I don't. Honestly, it was a lot of things. I was second guessing myself. I'm usually second guessing myself with a lot of things. So, anxiety, and I don't know what else, but anxiety does that to you.
I like that we're getting the big stuff out of the way first.
Yeah, just get comfortable, you know? Just put that out there. First couple of minutes, put out who I am.
We're being vulnerable in the podcast today.
Yeah, especially with the conversations we were talking about, actually. The internet. What do you think about the internet?
I'm on the internet probably every day. I'm the kind of person who will sit there and go through every app multiple times a day for no reason. I open and close them because I'm bored. I'm a fan of the internet personally. What are your thoughts?
The internet. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
It's a crazy, messed up place.
I've seen some of the most ridiculous videos. Like all the Vanessa. Those videos.
Yeah.
Mr. Fazbear.
The Finance of Freddy's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. I've seen from people dying to the most wholesome of puppies playing around.
I don't want to get too vulgar and nasty. But you remember that time we were sitting on my floor in the living room and we were doing that challenge?
We were doing the challenge. I don't know if you would know. It's called the Gauntlet, which goes from the most tame video found on the internet to the most gruesome, disgusting, vile video at the very end. And the whole challenge is to get through all of it without backing out or not looking. The video Casper is talking about, I failed and I stopped looking because I felt like I was gonna throw up.
If you're under the age of 18, I don't suggest watching it or trying that challenge at all. Honestly, I don't recommend it trying it for anybody unless you're just sick and twisted.
That's what the internet's about.
It really is full of sick nasties. And then there's Twitter. But don't get me started on Twitter. Gay Twitter, especially. You know what you did. I have a question about the internet though for you. Do you think that it's created do you think it makes us less prone to having in-person interactions?
Yes, I think so. I think a lot of people. I think now the saying of everyone's two-face is more relevant to this day and age. Everyone has a persona they put on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
They would a lot of people will post the highlights of their life, the highlights when they're happy, but when it's something sad or anything, I mean, sure, they'll get sympathy, but some people might be out there thinking, oh, they're doing it for attention. You can't really show you can't be vulnerable on the internet without people thinking that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot of people do things for the likes and the satisfaction. Because personally, I post, I mean, like when I go out with my friends and we do something big, or my family, we go on vacation, I'll post something like that, and I'm like, I don't care if people like it or whatever, but it kind of does feels a little good personally, I think, when people are getting to see my life.
Yeah.
Because that'll always be there. That'll always be an extension of what my life has been.
I mean, also, if you didn't get any likes, it's still a good way to put it just out on the internet, so you could look back on it, on memories you had. I've actually terrible at doing that. I find myself not taking pictures or just recording certain events. I don't know if it's just I'm in the moment or whatever, but I just don't really think about it all that much.
I have noticed from you in our 100 years of friendship that you are you're just sort of there in the moment. You like to be with someone, not with someone, but you like to be inserted into the moment. You don't want any distractions. You enjoy the time you're having with that person, whoever you're with, or by yourself.
Yeah.
Because I'm the kind of person who will I'll take a picture, I'll record a dumb video, whatever, to save it or to post on Snapchat or whatever. But you're very much just present. I've learned.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of it has to do with my childhood. my family is huge with documenting things, taking pictures, taking videos, and I would find myself as a kid, them always telling me to like come take a picture with them or go take a picture with something. So I think I don't know. I mean, I love that they did that. I now have pictures when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure if they didn't do that, I would hardly have any pictures when I was a kid. But I think it was just I didn't really like it during that time. You know, it seemed like a hassle. But I'm really glad that did happen, and now I'm realizing that I should be doing it.
I mean, all it takes to like just have the moments is like I just turn on Snapchat. I take a quick like 30-second video, whatever, and then I save it. Sometimes I post it, but if nobody needs to see it, well, I'm not really posting it for anybody to see. I'm posting it for me to post it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not posting it for the satisfaction of other people. I'm posting it because I'm like, and I post a lot. I'm just kind of posting it to share like my life when I'm with like you or other people. Like this. I have not taken a picture, but I would if I could. But also circling to what you said about the Two-Face thing, how everyone has like a persona. I realized that like being less prone to having human like in-person interactions, I am a very like different person online than I am in person, because when I'm behind the screen, I have like no walls I need to put up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I'm in person, I'm like an awkward ball, especially if I'm like first meeting someone. I'm like an awkward ball of just awkwardness. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that totally makes sense. Yeah, it's crazy. I've been noticing that a lot. I think it's very important though that people don't try to make the internet their life.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important to just go out and do stuff, hang out with people. Also, it's very hard for people to just do that.
It is.
And I understand. I cannot do anything by myself. I constantly need someone there with me to do something with.
You not independent person?
I don't think so. I don't think I'm very much of an independent person. I rely on other people. And I think, again, that goes to my childhood. I've always been with someone doing anything.
Because you had a big family growing up, yeah?
Yeah, like five kids. 5 kids, including me.
You had 5 kids.
No, I did. My siblings. I had 4 siblings. Still have 4 siblings.
That is a pretty big family.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
And you guys would like do everything together, basically.
Yeah, we always be together. They never want me alone as a kid. Also got lost a lot as a kid.
That's probably why they didn't want you to be alone.
that probably traumatized me a bit, being lost. I got lost in Phoenix, Arizona, in the city. I was lost in the city.
How did you get lost?
So we were taking the light rail.
I do know this story.
The light rail, which is like, it's like a subway, but it's on the surface. My mom and I were supposed to get on it, and I ran to the train and got on there first, and the doors closed, and went to the next stop. And I should have just gone on the other train to go back to that other stop, but no, I don't know what was going on in my mind. I was like, you know what? It's quicker if I walk back. So so everyone just driving saw this kid by himself walking alone, who was like tearing up, crying.
How old were you at the time?
I don't remember. I was probably like preteen, just barely being a teen. You know, I had hormones going on. I tried to act like an adult, but my true emotions were showing when I was my most vulnerable.
You were walking down the street sobbing into your arms.
No, but luckily I was found.
Nice.
And here we are today.
And here we are today, alive and well, not stuck on the train anymore.
And that part of the town was sketchy too.
Was it?
Yeah, it was, but thankfully it was broad daylight and it was very busy.
Could you imagine it being like 8 o'clock, 8:30 at night? Just you walking alone. You know what it gives me? Did you ever watch what is that show? Jessie on Disney Channel.
Yeah,
Did you ever watch that?
I have.
There was an episode where I forgot which character it was, but one of them got lost in the subway. Maybe it was Jessie. I don't know. They all went on like this adventure to like look for them. That's what it reminds me of.
Was it fun? The episode?
I mean, I sat there and watched it. I had a good time. I'm sure if it was a real life child getting lost in the subway, don't go to New York. Is what I'm saying.
That child's gone.
That child's lost forever.
Yeah. God.
That child was for the giant rats.
The giant rats. New York City, by the way, crazy place. I've seen so many videos, TikToks, YouTube. God, how is anyone in New York sane?
Have you been to New York?
Have not. I want to. Going based off the videos, it seems fun. I'm gonna see a person dressed up like a rat, dancing, walking around. I'm gonna see someone pretending to be homeless, crapping in a mop bucket.
That was fake.
That was fake.
Oh, I had no idea.
His whole gimmick. There's this person, I don't know what's his name, but this person online that his whole gimmick is just to look homeless.
Back to the internet. That's the kind of stuff that we'd see on it.
Yeah.
People doing outlandish things for.
I saw his Instagram. He has an Instagram page. There's fans for this fake homeless person.
Do you remember his? Tell me after.
I'll tell you after.
We're not gonna give clout.
Yeah, we're not giving clout to fake homeless people.
Have you ever done anything crazy for the internet?
Ever done crazy? Lied.
Explain.
But who doesn't? Who hasn't lied on the internet?
Me. I don't lie. I never lied in my life.
Not even on the internet?
Well, what I had to lie about?
Your age.
Please tell me you
Your
lied.
age.
You lied on Tinder. You said
Bro.
it said height. You said 6'2".
I'm gonna get that out there. I'm 5'6" RL. I think I'm 5'6". 5'6", 5'7". A lot of people say they're 5'6" and they're taller than me or shorter than me.
You know who you are.
You know who you are if they're listening.
We support short kings on this channel. Podcast. On this podcast. I don't think I've done anything crazy for the internet though. Wait, what did you lie about? Oh, your age. To like log into things?
Yeah, it's mostly that. I lie about logging into things.
Like Facebook.
Facebook, yeah. I'm probably like 30 years old on Facebook right now. 40. I always put down I was born in 1990.
I think I need to change my answer. I have lied. I think I'm like 80 something on Facebook.
80?
Okay, I was like, it was in 7th grade. I was like 12 years old on the bus ride home from school. I'm like, I'm gonna make a Facebook because I can. And my picture was me like this on the bus, like up against the window. I had like the biggest pimple like right here on my cheek. And it was
Oh my
just such a
God.
bad picture. I'll post a picture.
80 years old on Facebook.
I think I am. Well, I think I changed it recently, so I'm good because I'm.
You know how
Old.
someone passes away on Facebook, it says remembering on top of their name? They're gonna have that for you soon. They're preparing that for you.
Facebook's like, why are they not? They're not gone yet. How old are you gonna live? I'm sitting here thriving at like 106.
They're gonna remind you happy 106th birthday.
He's gonna message. Who's the owner of Facebook?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, he's gonna message Guinness World Records and be like, I have the oldest person in the world. And it's gonna be me. They're gonna come to my house and it's gonna be me. I'm like, I'm 130. What about it?
Yeah, I feel that's the most common thing people lie about on their age. I mean, just
way.
like probably for like a video game, Club Penguin, or Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, just to see the
Club
not safe for
Penguin?
work content.
Not safe for work content.
Yeah. This kids getting hormones, puberty, lying about their age, saying this site is just for adults. Agree. Click this if you're over 18.
Those are always sketchy, and you should never click on them.
I clicked on them. I clicked I'm 18 and enter.
What are you talking about?
Anyways, I am full on exposing myself.
You really are.
Full
Yeah.
on exposing myself on this first podcast.
He said, my phone got about 17 viruses.
Still going strong. Oh man. But wow. The internet's full of amazing things, full of amazing everything. And we could really appreciate it at times. You know?
We really can.
Did you expect it to be this big? I'm sure people when the internet first came out, people weren't expecting much about it.
Oh, I mean, I'm 21, so I'm not old. But I mean, when the internet first came out, you had like the, what was it called? The dial-up something. I'm too young for this. Don't hate me. I feel like looking at that, you're like, this is something that's going to be in our lives from now on. But I feel like you wouldn't think it'd be like, because it was just so bad at that time, you know? You wouldn't be like, oh, it's going to be what it is today.
Yeah.
Because we grew up like in the I feel like in the real start of the internet is when we grew up.
Yeah,
early 2000s.
It didn't really kick off till we were kids.
No, yeah.
Like we were alive before it really kicked off.
Because then you had like, I think that's when like MySpace came out, and like Facebook and Insta came out a couple years later. YouTube came out. That was a giant jump from like nothing internet to the internet we know today. Like, it's been a lot.
Yeah. Now they have a name for people who jobs are on the internet. Influencers. That's a real title now.
Public figures.
We know who you are.
You know who you are. And I'm quoting because I support it. We're part of the problem. Here we are on a podcast. Here we are starting a podcast.
Being influencers ourselves. No, that's weird.
No, this will be one episode. I'm an influencer now.
I don't think I'll give myself a title. I'll wait till someone gives me a title.
Really?
Yeah. I don't feel like I don't think a title has to be earned.
That's fair. Who do you think, like, influencer wise, has really earned that title?
Mr. Beast.
Really?
YouTube.
That's fair.
Have you seen his videos?
I saw the Squid Game one.
Squid Game. I mean, he's just giving money away just as if it's nothing. He has this whole like charity. He has his own charity. He helps communities. He's give money to people who needs it. He's giving homes away to people who need it. And also people who are people in that Squid Game video, everyone got like at least $1,000 for participating.
Mm-hmm. How did he start out? I don't know.
He started out with making challenges videos, like counting all the way up to a million, or just say like spinning a fidget spinner for 24 hours.
Really?
Yeah, that's how he started out.
And he went from that to the global phenomenon. Like, he has money.
Yeah. And he's always giving it away, constantly giving it away. But Mr. Beast, huge shout out. I think he's very well deserving of the name influencer, and I hope he does influence a lot of people, because what he's doing is way better than any other influencer I've seen.
I mean, he's also just like, I mean, not to just sit here and talk about Mr. Beast for an hour and a half, but he also has, like, well, we're sitting here talking about random stuff, and people can watch us or not. They could get some stuff from us, you know, but like when you watch him, like, you get like, he's just a good person.
Get inspired.
Yeah, you get inspired to be a good person and just like help out in your community, and like just do good stuff. And I feel like not a lot of people do that. I mean, like, you can watch makeup tutorials and like you're like, okay, I know how to do makeup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's super helpful for people who want to do makeup. But I just feel like you watch the videos, you want to do good in the world.
Yeah. Especially how popular it is.
Mm-hmm.
It makes people want to do good as well. Even if it's just for selfish reasons, it's still a good thing that they want to do good. No matter
Yeah.
the intentions, it's just them doing good.
You also get a lot of people. I don't know if you've noticed this, but a lot of people will like find things like they'll like do good stuff and post it and be like, "I did such a good thing today," to like brag about it.
Yeah.
But like people will do nice stuff on the internet and be like, "I just helped a homeless person." Like, I feel like if you're gonna do good things and you're gonna post it because it can share awareness on like how to be a better person. Don't share
Yeah.
it to brag and like be humble. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I agree, definitely. But I feel like I would have agreed a lot more back then. Like a couple years before Mr. Beast actually, going back to Mr. Beast, actually became huge. I feel like people would have saw that as like being selfish, just doing it for views. But now that this influencer came out
Yeah.
giving tons of money away, constantly giving tons of money away on camera and off camera, people are just like, wow, it's good seeing people do good things.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing, though. You said on and off camera. Don't just do stuff on camera, because I feel like when you do stuff like just on camera, like you're still doing stuff. Yes, like you're still having it in the community. That's great. But I feel like if you can't back it up when the cameras aren't rolling, then that's not who you truly are as a person.
And it goes back to what I was saying, how people are two-faced. There's two
Yes.
faces people put on for the internet and outside.
All those Geminis out there, you know who you are. That's for a later conversation, though. I have a question for you.
What's your question?
Have you ever subjected yourself to online dating?
Yeah, one time actually.
Just once?
Just once, yeah. I was super young. At 14, 15.
So you did lie about your age.
I did not lie. We were both around the same age. Keep in mind, it was on Facebook, all done on Facebook. Me and this one person met. I don't know how, but I think we met because I commented something funny on a post, or I posted something funny, and they just, I don't know, they just found me interesting. Then they added me, and then we proceeded to talk, and then they were like, "Hey, I like you. We should." They approached me, and being young, not knowing anything about relationships, because I've not seen any relationships besides my parents. I just said okay. Like we just went with it, you know. We just went with the relationship, knowing this person lived a state away. They lived in a different state.
So it's long distance and online. As long as it's online.
And we lasted for a year. I was committed for a year.
I want to let
A year and almost 2 years.
almost 2.
Almost 2 years. I was that committed.
I'm gonna let the audience know right now.
I'm a very committed person.
Well, that, but I did not know this story. This is new information to me.
Yeah, I don't really talk about this with a lot of people. I think I'm just embarrassed by it.
Is this one of your exes that
This is
you?
my first one, my
This is your first ex.
first relationship.
Okay.
Honestly, it was almost 2 years, so I guess I'll classify that as a real relationship. But it was
Yeah.
a while ago. We were both young. I tried to friend them on Facebook recently, but I don't think they use Facebook because it's still saying pending friend request.
Sometimes they'll go back to it and be like, "We had fun, but it never happened again."
we cannot add each other. I can't be friends anymore.
Almost 2 years. That's like a little less than your current relationship, right?
No, we've been
How long,
a little less. No less.
how long you guys been together right now?
Right now, me and my partner have been together for like 2 years and a half.
Okay.
So longer. Yeah. But it was crazy. We were young and I didn't know how to be in a relationship. And thinking about it now, I was toxic. I didn't know what to do with my emotions. I didn't have anyone to go to through my emotions. And I don't know, I just felt like I was a very controlling person because of it. Yeah. I felt like I was.
Give the audience an example if you want. If you can remember any.
Man, I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No, I just know I was not a good boyfriend.
I mean,
Me being young and that being my first relationship ever. I mean, I'm not excusing it, but it was pretty messed up what I did. And I tried to add them back to be friends, but I don't blame them I don't blame them for not adding me.
so you were the issue.
It was a little bit of
A
both.
little bit.
I think it was a little bit of both. And if they're listening, please add me back on Facebook. When I trying to start something, I actually saw she's in a relationship now.
Not to add me back.
Yeah.
I've changed. Well, that's good for her then.
It's good for her. I wonder what she's doing now. I wonder what she's up to after all these years. Me being now 25 years.
Hopefully having a better time.
Definitely having a better time.
Not that when I asked you about online dating, not the response I thought I was going to get. 14 to 15, met through Facebook, dated for almost 2 years.
And let me tell you this. Let me tell you the craziest part.
Okay.
I did not show my real face at all on Facebook. And they liked me. They wanted to go out with me. Even when I didn't show my real face, I used like fake profile pictures. But it wasn't like real people. It was just cartoons. Like drawn pictures as my profile.
Did you draw them?
I did not draw them. No.
Even worse, America.
It was fan art from different fandoms I was in back in the day. And I want to know what was going on in their head when they confessed their love to me.
Confess their love.
Well, not love. They just confessed their emotions, and I guess it went from there.
We need to get in contact with her lawyers. We need to get her in a guest star.
We need,
Get her on the podcast.
that would be a crazy conversation.
I can Dr. Phil you guys. It was my dream to Dr. Phil somebody, and I would love to do it with you too. Oh, it'd be fun.
Podcast with our exes.
Not our.
Oh,
Not our. Just yours. I have the one. You have two?
Two. Crazy conversation. Hope she's doing good. What about you? What about you, Casper?
Online dating.
Online dating. You ever online date anyone?
I got real into online dating last year. My friend broke up with her boyfriend, and we're like, you know what? Let's both go on Bumble or other dating websites. Actually, no. Let me go back to my junior year of high school. Have you heard of Meet Me?
Yeah.
Have y'all heard of Meet Me?
You actually recommended it to me one time.
I apologize for that ahead of time. Or I guess not ahead of time now, but I met several people who are still my friends on like Snapchat and Instagram from Meet Me. We had a whirlwind of emotions and sexual encounters with them. They all lived out of state, of course. Nobody ever was in Arizona, except for Silvio.
Now, isn't Meet Me like an app specifically made for minors to have friends? Isn't it a friend app and not a dating app?
It is a friend app, yeah. it is an app for the younger generation.
It's just younger people trying to get freaky on there.
It really is. Like, it was like never nothing like too crazy. Not that we're older, it is, but it was more just like we would get into like these role play type things where we would like make like fanfic type things, you know, Not too crazy. Or we'd be friends. I've met several people out there, and we were still friends today. One person, and you know who you are if you hear about this. They're currently dating someone in the same name as me. Isn't that fun?
Things connected?
Probably not. Oh, they are white. And, like, my build.
And your personality?
I hope not. I hope not, because I feel bad for him then, if it's my personality.
Just a copy and paste of you.
It really is. It's a same person, different font. But that was, like, my first online dating type thing. I also met this person who lived in Arkansas. I home wrecked them when I was older. I'm a home wrecker, I say. That's not for today's podcast.
We all regret something.
I don't regret
Okay.
it. Technically, it wasn't my fault. I mean, I was told after the fact, so I couldn't do anything about it. But that was my first online dating situations several times. Then I got into Bumble with my friend. I broke up with her boyfriend last January, 2021. And I went on my first ever date off of Bumble. We went to the park. We had a good time. I ended up getting a headache, I believe. And I met some good people off online dating that were like, we're friends. We're not in a relationship. Clearly, I am single.
I don't think this is the place.
I think any place is the place. If there's anyone out there.
The one listener.
Huh?
The one listener.
The one listener.
Casper watching this again.
Future me, if you're not single anymore, is it because of the podcast? You haven't had much on dating. Ever use the internet cheat?
I have not used the internet cheat.
No.
No.
How about this though? When like, you're scrolling on like Instagram and like, you like a picture of like someone, and your partner. I don't know. Not talking about you personally, but your partner's like, "What is that?"
My first relation was like that.
What? Were you the person who said, "Who's that?"
Both of us were.
Ooh.
That's how toxic and that's how young we were.
Yeah. Like, sometimes I would ask that, and I would hope that it came across in the way, because like, if I ask like, "Oh, who's that?" It's more of like a curiosity, and not like a
Yeah, it's good. I'm keeping my eye on it.
Okay. When I would ask that, it was more of a curiosity, not a like a jealousy of like, "Oh, who's that?" It's like, "Oh, what is that?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like there might still be some underlying jealousy there, but it's not like a. At least I don't mean it as a toxic, like, don't like other people's pictures. That's not allowed.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So to recap, you were talking about people watching their partner like someone else's picture, and they're like, "Who's that?"
And like flipping out about it, like, "Oh, well, who's that person?"
Like they would think that they're cheating
just based off of like, or like, them liking their posts is almost like they find them more attractive than their partner.
Yeah.
Because they're liking a post. Like, are you that delusional? Real question. Are you that delusional, America? The answer is yes. Yes. Besides, has anyone... Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
Your current partner. I know them. I love them. Shout out. Have either one of you ever done that to each other?
No.
No?
Haven't.
And that, folks, is a non-toxic relationship.
Huge improvement. Huge improvement
Huge
from
improvement.
when I was a little kid.
Oh, don't say little kid.
When I was a teenager, when I was 15 years old.
When I was a youngster. When I was your age.
What's on your mind?
I don't know. A lot of online relationship things of people that I've met online who are like, because you said two-faced earlier, but I'm not calling them two-faced, but it's the idea that they have a different persona outside of being on the internet. They sometimes don't come across the same after you meet them. You know, like their profile picture is like this one, like, or this their profile is a great bio, great pictures, all their details, and then you start talking and you're talking for a while. It's nice, like it's like you're like, wow, I kind of like this person. And you're like, yeah, let's go on a date. And you meet them in person, and I am a culprit of this. I am, like I said earlier, very awkward when I'm not on like my phone. Like on Snapchat, I can say whatever, I can do whatever, because there's that like wall.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm in person, I feel like I need to not only be careful what I say, but there's like that I'm awkward wall being built up because I don't know you. But even after you meet for the first time, it's different. I think sometimes, usually, where they'll, at least it's happened to me, well, they'll like stop texting you as much. And I mean, I understand if like you don't if you don't feel the vibe, you don't feel the vibe, you know. But I'm also like the kind of person, like, if you don't feel the vibe, tell that person. Don't lead them on. You know who you are.
Ooh. We've been calling out a lot of people this
We
podcast.
really have been, and
we're feeling a little. Maybe we're the one two-faced, feeling confident behind the screen, protecting us.
No, because I mean they'll know who it is now. I'm gonna tell anyways. They're not ever gonna listen to this. I was talking to someone and I tweeted about them. Not really necessarily about them, but about my experience on Bumble, right? About people who were like, talk a big game behind the screen, and once we meet, they are very much like distance.
Yeah.
Which, if I'm the problem, let a brother know. You know what I mean? Don't keep acting like there's something there when there's not. So I tweeted, and we went out to lunch one day, and he was like, so I saw your tweet. I'm like,
Ooh.
Insert Shrek meme here. I was a little flabbergasted, but you know what I did?
What?
I didn't deny it. I said, yup, I hope you did.
Wow.
Because I'm not two-faced. Sometimes.
You stood your ground.
I did. I'm like, what? I mean, I told him no, because it's true. I'm like, it wasn't necessarily about you. It was about a plethora of people. You just happened to be one of them. And I said that. And I was honest about that situation. Like every situation. Because earlier I said I don't lie. I don't lie.
Wow. Do you think people should keep their lives separate from the internet, or do you think they should have their lives be a part of the internet, like show how they are, or do you think it's better to just keep two lives separate?
I feel like you either have a choice. You either can go down the road of keeping your internet life and your physical IRL life separate, but I feel like that would start to like create a divide between who you are as a person, because if you did happen to meet one of your online friends in person, they'd be like, you're very different. Or if someone goes and sees the things you're posting, like colleges will sometimes go to Instagram accounts and look at stuff, and if they see like this different person than who's applying to go to their college, there's going to be a disconnect there, you know?
Yeah.
I would think you should just live your life on, like, not on the internet obviously, but you should if you want to share on the internet, you should just share your true authentic self. People might not always get that, and people are like, well, you're not being authentic. Well,
Yeah.
I am, because I'm posting it.
It might also, like, I think it's inevitable that your real self will end up showing.
Mm-hmm.
Either you put on this persona online, and then your real self ends up taking up that persona, or vice versa. Like your online presence ends up being just you, how you are in real life.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe the faceless accounts on TikTok, social media, Facebook, who are only made to spread hate, maybe they're just like that as a person, you know, deep down.
Or they're bots.
Yeah.
But no, I think
I've seen multiple videos of just user 12345 names like that on TikTok, and it's just like it's only spreading hate on like people's videos, or just hating on them. And it's always just like they just made that account. Like it seems like they just made it just to say that.
I mean,
and I feel like if you're a person who spread hate online, then that'll go to your real life, to your real life personality.
Absolutely, it would.
I feel like it's hard to keep two personas away from each other. You could hide things in your certain life, but your personality, I feel, will trickle over to social media, even if it's just a little bit.
If you're on the internet spreading hateful things, there is no disconnect there. That is who you are as a person, deep down. If you're in person and you're like, well, I'm not racist, but you're online saying racist things under a fake account, you're racist.
Yeah.
Like that's who you are deep down, even if you like try to deny it in person.
Yeah.
So it would very much just intertwine your IRL on internet personalities. I think everyone should be out. Like if you're gonna be racist in person or online, then do it. Be the consequences, you know. Reap what you sow. If you're gonna be like some party person, be a party person. Be like post like just live your live who you truly are, and don't hide behind the camera. Don't hide behind your phone.
Yeah. They used to tell us as kids, never tell anyone your real name in online, and everyone's Instagram has their full legal government name. and their occupation.
It's gonna be, my Instagram account is my name, social security number, my card number with the little 3 digits in the back. I'm open. I'm very upfront.
Oh man, be safe out there. Any last words, Casper, for anyone exploring the internet?
Be safe. Enjoy your time. Take a trip to Roku City. Be like Mr. Beast.
And always, no matter how old you are, always click I am 18 and older to enter the website. Thank you so much, Genesis, for making our profile pictures. And until the next time on Two Bros doing a podcast, not so much 5 feet apart.
Name change.
Two Bros, One Cup. Subscribe to our OnlyFans for Two Bros, One Cup.